Welcome students. In this video we shall see a bar of varying cross section. So we are going to see a bar of varying cross section. Consider a bar as shown in the figure, the diameter of which increases from D1 to D2. Here I am having D1 and in this side I am having the diameter D2. You consider any portion between D1 and D2 a small element. The diameter of this element is small d. This element is at a distance x from the side which is having the diameter d1, and the length of this element is taken as dx. The total length is L. A tensile load is applied, and for this I have to find what is the total change in length. Total change in length. So this I have to find. So the total change in length is given by the integral of change in length of the element. So change in length of the hatched part. So for that, how much is the change in length? You find it first, then you have to integrate between the limits 0 to L. The change in length of the element is given by P into Tx by A into E, where A is pi by 4 into T square. So when you substitute the value, I'll be getting 4P into Tx divided by pi d square E. Now I have to find the relationship between D1 and D2. So for this I have to consider this part, this upper part. So the diameter has a linear variation. This value is d2 minus d1 by 2, and the total length is L. So you take this triangle as A, B and C. So where is this ABC? Here you are having A. When you draw a horizontal line like this, here you will be having B and here you will be having C. So in triangle ABC, tan alpha is given by opposite by adjacent, that is d2 minus d1 divided by 2. The whole term is divided by L. Similarly, in triangle, you consider this triangle A, B dash, C dash. Here I am having the elemental small element, so here the length will be D minus d1 by 2. So this is at a distance x from A. So I can write for triangle AB dash C dash, the tan alpha is equal to opposite by adjacent. The opposite is d minus d1 divided by 2, whereas the adjacent is x. So both the values are tan alpha, so I can equate both these values. I'll be getting d2 minus d1 by 2l is equal to d2, sorry, d minus d1 divided by 2x. So 2 gets cancelled, remaining I will be having d is equal to d2 minus d1 divided by l into x plus d1. Now you have to substitute this relation in the equation for the change in length of the element. So the change in length of the element is 4p dx divided by pi d square e. 4p dx divided by pi d square e. So this is the change in length of the small element, where the diameter d, so this diameter d is given by d1 plus d2 minus d1 divided by L into x. So 4p dx divided by pi e into d. So instead of d, I have to substitute d1 plus d2 minus d1 divided by L into x, the whole square. To calculate the total change in length, I have to integrate this term within the limit 0 to L. So this term 4p divided by pi e, this is a constant, dx divided by d1 plus d2. See, this d2 minus d1 by L again is a constant. So instead of this d2 minus d1 by L, I can write it as kx. So k is dt minus d1 by L. So you integrate this. To integrate this, you have to consider u is equal to d1 plus kx and your du will become k into dx. So dx is equal to du by k. So instead of dx, I can write du divided by k, and instead of d1 plus kx, I can write as 1 by u square. And for the limits, when x is equal to 0, u is d1. You have to substitute x is equal to 0 here. I'll be getting u is equal to d1. And if I substitute x is equal to L, I'll be getting u is equal to d1 plus kl. K is d2 minus d1 divided by L. So if you solve this, you'll be getting d1 plus d2 minus d1 divided by L into L. So I'll be having d2. So if the limit changes from 0 to L for x, it will change from d1 to d2 for u. So 4p by pi e. So if you integrate this, you will get u for minus 1 divided by minus 1 limits d1 to d2. You are having a negative sign. So what this can be done is, you can write like this: 1 by u. You are removing the negative sign and changing the limits. So the answer won't change. I will be getting 4p divided by pi ek into 1 by d1 minus 1 by d2. So this will be giving you 4p divided by pi into e. What is k? K is d2 minus d1 by L. When you solve this values inside the bracket, I will be getting d2 minus d1 divided by d1 d2. So here d2 minus d1 and here d2 minus d1. So both gets cancelled. Finally, I will be getting the change in total change in length is equal to 4p divided by pi e d1 d2 and a L. So this L will go to the numerator. So I'll be getting L in the numerator. So the total change in length is given by 4PL divided by pi d1 d2 into E. So this is the formula to calculate the total change in length for a bar of varying cross section, provided the cross section is of circular area. If both the diameters d1 and d2 are same, then your equation will become like this: d1 is equal to d equal to d. Then the total change in length is equal to 4pl divided by pi d square into e. So this is the formula for change in length for a cylindrical rod. Thank you.